The Sunshine Rainy Day Albarino, a wine for everyone else. 90 points plus, great value. Néboa Albarino from Galicia in the northern green part of Spain. Around $12 right now. Rias, Baixas, part of Spain. Um, Well, Albarino, this one is a little edgier than some. It's very dynamic, but it keeps this sort of edginess, sort of heartstone meets soft floral notes with notes of peach and lemon, honeysuckle, flint. Um, I think that California and Chilean Sauvignon Blanc drinkers will find a lot of great value in this, maybe half the price of some of those wines, especially better California Sauvignon Blanc. White Bordeaux drinkers, which are typically Sauvignon Blanc and or Sauvignon Blanc and Semillon blends from Bordeaux and France, they'll definitely enjoy these wines. If you like different kinds of grapes, like Viognier, if you're more of a Chenin Blanc drinker, or maybe Southern Italian kind of exotic varietals like Greco or Fiano, this is a great wine for you. It's kind of that everybody else kind of wine. It's not Chardonnay, maybe it's not too close to classic Sauvignon Blanc, but it's got a lot of great dynamic contrast working with it. If you're still with me and this sounds like your kind of wine, if you're looking for something rich, round, buttery, oaky, move on to one of my other reviews. I've got great wines in that style. If you're looking for a super lean, crisp, dry Sauvignon Blanc style wine, or something in, a Chablis style wine, something in that vein, move on from this one. I've got so many great wines like that on my YouTube page, on my Rumble page, on my BitShoot page. There's no reason to stay with this one. Different wines for everyone. In a lot of ways, this wine reminds me of an extremely dry German or Washington State or Australian Riesling. A lot of people think of Riesling as a sweet wine, but Riesling can be very dry and stony, flinty, and interesting. And genetically, Albarino has been thought at many times to be genetically very closely related to Riesling. But put that sweet idea aside. But I definitely get some honeysuckle notes in here, some flint, and a lot of notes that maybe are really distantly similar to some Riesling, but it's that stoniness that really makes me think of it. In the structure, it's very structured. So, if you're still with me, Albarino was the it grape 10, 20 years ago. There was a time when France was everything that was going on, especially here in New Orleans, where we are very France-centric. Friend-centric. But 9/11, some interesting things happened, and all of a sudden we were flooded with very interesting Spanish and Italian wine. And one of the most interesting things that came at that time was Albarino flooded into the market, and it became quite the it wine in underground New Orleans, in all the restaurants and all the cool bars. And so now there's a varietal or a region, three regions actually, called Chocolina. That's kind of the neighbor east of Albarino. That's kind of become the it wine of the moment for underground hipsters. It's bone dry, but it shares a lot of these kind of green, interesting, mineral, flinty, herbal notes like Albarino can sometimes. I think the biggest interest with it is it's almost an impossible to spell name that's pronounced very differently than the way it looks. I think it plays into everything that hipsters want, but hey, I'm not turning down the Chocolina. It's delicious. The price of all these wines, Albarino was also an it wine because it used to be $7 a bottle, $10 a bottle. Now it's more $17, $23 a bottle. Chocolina became an it wine because it came out also as a totally unpronounceable, interesting, weird region, $7 a bottle. People went crazy over it. Now it's $17 to $30 a bottle. It's still very hard to find. You can still find it at some stores. And anyway, so that's kind of what's going on with northern Spain. It's more of a region that's known for white wine. It looks a lot more like Ireland than it looks like stereotypical Spain. We're not talking about dry, desertous climates with old, gnarly vines spread out, with barely enough moisture to keep them alive, or dry farmed. This is called Green Spain, all of this northern part of Spain, and very different culture, language, dialect. Galicia is a lot more like the British Isles. And the wines reflect that. Definitely cooler, wetter climate, a lot more clouds, a lot less direct sunlight. This wine's going to pair with a lot of pretty traditional dishes: tapas, chicken, breaded fish, mushrooms, summer squash, and any kind of ancient grain. Would definitely go great with most rice dishes, maybe a little eggplant and some other things too. But a great and much more interesting value than a lot of Sauvignon Blancs in this price point. Definitely much more of a sure bet than kind of guessing on different Bordeaux's at different prices, white Bordeaux's that is. Yeah, with this wine, it's kind of moody. It kind of reminds me of kind of rain and sunshine, kind of back and forth. Those days in New Orleans when you don't know if it's raining or if it's sunny, and then it's raining again, and then it's sunny. That's kind of the personality. It's a very moody wine, and I think this would be great for artists trying to write something, or trying to be kind of inspired. It kind of captures a lot of emotional kind of mood settings. And so if you'd like to find this wine in the New Orleans area, just shoot me an email, robert@cheapdatewine.com. Happy to help you pick up some, and arrange for a pickup, or have it delivered via local shipping. And that's it. If you need any help with your restaurant, building award-winning international wine list, building your home cellar collection of both inexpensive and special occasion wines, or if you just need a personal sommelier, send me an email. Love to hear from you. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers.